Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to ask, what do they want at this time? We're going to ask the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, what do they want at this time? And we're going to ask, what are they keeping from you? Okay, so we're going to use this deck for the Divine Masculine and this deck for the Divine Feminine. Please feel free to switch roles if you relate to the other side, as we are all both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Also, please let me know if you subscribe. I'm offering a 10-minute free reading to all new subscribers. Just let me know that you subscribed with one question. You can email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com and let me know that you subscribed. And thank you to all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate all of you. And thank you to my viewers, and thank you for anyone who's supporting my channel. Okay, so let's ask the Divine Masculine first. Let's ask, what do they want at this time? What do they want? What does the Divine Masculine want at this time? What does the Divine Masculine want this time? What does the Divine Masculine want this time? It's a big deck. What does the Divine Masculine want? 2 cards, please. What does the Divine Masculine want? Oh, interesting. Well, we have Page of Swords reversed, and we have you are one. Wow. Upright. You are one. Wow. Well, that's interesting. So what this is telling me is that they want this authentic relationship with you. They want to be authentic with you. They know that you are one. Both of you are one and the same. The Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords to me is about, communication. It's about clarity. And so this is, reversed. And so it's like they don't exactly have clarity as to what is going on. And, they are afraid to communicate at this time. But at the same time, they know you are the one. Oh, inspection. So they call this card inspection. So what they're saying is that, they're kind of cloudy. They just don't have clarity on how you feel about them. I've said this before in other videos. They feel that you're an anomaly, but at the same time, they can't help. I mean, she's got the hand on her heart. Like, she knows, like, this is an authentic relationship and that you are one. So that is what I'm getting from the Divine Masculine side. Let's look at the Divine Feminine side. Let's look at the World Spirit Tarot deck. See what we get for the Divine Feminine. 2 cards, please. What does the Divine Feminine Collective want, please? What does the Divine Feminine want at this time when it comes to their Divine Masculine? What does the Divine Feminine want? 2 cards, please. 2 cards. What does the Divine Feminine want? Yeah, that's interesting. So with the Divine Feminine, we have the Magician and the Moon reversed. Okay? And so what I'm getting here is that it's kind of like the same thing, right? Where it's just, they want this illusion to be lifted. So they're sick of the illusion. They're sick of the fear. Again, it's kind of like the same thing with the Divine Masculine side, where it's just so muddled right now. And they're trying to figure out what the heck's going on, and that, and they're tired of not being able to manifest this. And so it's almost like they're giving up on this manifestation. That's what I'm getting. Like, some of you are actually giving up on this manifesting this, because it's just, you're tired of the fear of this not happening. It's like you don't want to fear anymore of this not happening. The illusion of it all, you don't like you just want the illusion to lift. Like you want clarity as well. That's what I'm getting from these 2 cards for the Divine Feminine. So let's get clarifiers here. So let's clarify this deck with the Divine Masculine. Okay, so what does the Divine Masculine want? Why is you are one and Page of Swords reversed? What does this have to do with it? Can I have one card for the Divine Masculine? What does the Divine Masculine want with the Divine Feminine? One card. Yeah, so we got the Axe reversed. Okay, so this is all about separation, silent treatment, breakup. Okay, it's reversed. They don't want to be broken up with you anymore. They don't want separation. Okay, they don't want that anymore. They're tired of it too. All right, let's look at the Divine Feminine side. What kind of clarity? Why is the Moon reversed with the Magician reversed for the Divine Feminine? For the Divine Feminine collective, what do they want with their Divine Masculine? Why is the Moon card reversed and Magician card reversed for the Divine Feminine? Why? What is this about? Okay, because, well, you miss them. So because you miss them and, you know, some of you might be looking at their old photos. Some of you, you know, are kind of, you know, looking back at the past and replaying thoughts of, you know, what happened in the past. And that's why some of you don't feel like you're manifesting this. And, you know, this illusion's not lifting. Or for some of you, you are trying to get out of this illusion. You're trying to figure. You're trying really hard to figure this out. Okay, I should have left that card out so I had it. But anyway, oh no, that's funny. So what pulled up next was the clock, and so also you're tired of waiting. Okay, so let's grab some other clarifiers here. So let's figure out what's going on here, okay, on what you guys want. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's pull some more. Oh, you know what? They're telling me to do this one. So let's do this one. Let's get some clarifiers. What's going on here? Let's do the Divine Masculine first. What's happening here? What does the Divine Masculine... Oops, something just already popped out. What else? What else? All right. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Okay, yes. So, because your Divine Masculine knows that you're the one and knows that, you know, they don't want to be separated from you anymore. There's a lot of apathy going on here. Okay. And, you know, what they want is a fresh start. They want a fresh start with you. They want to forget about the past and they want to start new with you. We also have solar plexus chakra. Now, the solar plexus chakra, that's all about willpower, self-esteem, confidence, okay, trusting. All right, so they're working on their solar plexus chakra. They're really working on that. Okay, they're working on getting their self-esteem and confidence back. They don't want to be in fear of this. All right, so let's look at the Divine Feminine side. Let's go on with the Divine Feminine side. So they want a fresh start. So that we know for the Divine Masculine. What does the Divine Feminine want? Can I have 3, please? What does the Divine Feminine want here? Ooh, I get it. Well, this is funny. So we have some. So for some of you, your Divine Masculine's a Gemini, or you're a Gemini, or there's Gemini in your chart or Gemini in their chart, or perhaps you made up in the Gemini season, or you broke up in the Gemini, or something happened in the Gemini season. Okay, that is the beginning of June. Okay, tail end of May, beginning of June is the Gemini season. Okay, well, makes sense. You guys want commitment. That's what you want. You want a commitment, and you want a promise. You want promise and commitment. That's what you want. And you just don't feel like it's being manifested in the Moon. You're trying to get out of this fear at this time. All right, that's very interesting. I'm sorry, hold on one second. All right, and now let's ask the next question. Okay, what are they keeping from you? Okay, let's ask this. Well, let's ask this deck. What is the divine masculine keeping from you? Two cards, please, for the divine masculine. What is the divine masculine keeping from their divine feminine? What are they keeping from their divine feminine? What is the divine masculine keeping from their divine feminine, please? Two cards. What is the divine masculine keeping from their divine feminine? Two cards. Okay. Okay, so we have set your course and falling. Okay. So setting your course is about knowing where you want to go, having a plan, having a right direction. Falling, well, that's of course about, well, they call this the unknown, descent, momentum, change. That's interesting. Okay, so this is what they're telling me. They are trying to, they're they're getting a plan together, okay? So there's something going on behind the scenes. So what you don't know, what they're not telling you is that they have a plan. So there is something going on behind the scenes. And I'm telling you right now, because it happened with my twin flame, trust me, there's a plan going on that you'll never guess. Because it happened to me and it was very odd on what happened. And so, yeah, so there's a plan. So that's what they're not telling you. Okay, they're setting a course right now, and they don't know but at the same time they feel like there's an unknown. Like they don't know if it's going to work. They don't know if there's going to be any change. Like they don't know. They don't want to fail. They don't want to fall down. They don't want to. But they are setting their course. They have a plan for this reunion and they're gaining momentum, but at the same time they're afraid of falling, they're afraid of failing, and they have a little bit of fear of the unknown of what may or may not happen. So that's what they're not telling you. That's what I'm getting from that. Let's look at the divine feminine. What is the divine feminine not telling their divine masculine? What is the divine feminine not telling their divine masculine? Oh, sorry, it's a big deck. My small hands, okay, are having a hard time getting around this huge deck. One more. What is the divine feminine not telling their divine masculine? Two cards, please. Oh, that's hilarious. So we got all must have prizes and who in the world are you? So what the divine feminine is not telling their divine masculine is that they're trying to figure out, like they want to get to know their divine masculine, like they want to get to them to know better because they feel like, like I don't really know, like I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure you out. What makes you tick? What makes you not tick? Why isn't there a commitment? Why aren't you committing to me? What in the world's going on? So what the divine feminine is not telling their divine masculine is that they really want to get to know them better. And also they're tired of being the pleaser. Like they're tired of being the one to always please. Like the divine feminine's always like, well, maybe if I do it this way, then he won't leave, or if I do it that way, then maybe there'll be a commitment, and like nothing that they do is working. And so they're thinking at some point there's got to be a prize at the end, right? At some point, there's got to be this, like, I put so much effort into this relationship. There's got to be some kind of prize or some kind of reunion, or after all this work I've been doing on myself, my healing, there's got to be something. I need something tangible to show like my effort here. okay? And just trying to but at this time, because it came out reversed, actually, I feel like a lot of you are saying, you know what, it's time to please myself. Like, it's time to live for myself. It's time to do what I need. Like, what are my needs? Like, how am I going to nurture myself? And let me get to know myself. Because these came out reversed, so it could be either way. So a lot of you are like, let me get to know myself now. Like, so what you're not telling your divine masculine is you're getting to know you, and you're realizing that like you're the prize, right? Like the divine, I don't know why I always assume a divine feminine watches this more divine masculine, which is not true. But anyway, the divine feminine feels like they are like nurturing themselves now. They're pleasing themselves. They're getting to know themselves. So, this is a collective reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So that's what I'm getting from that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some guidance. Let's get some guidance. So let's pull this card for the divine masculine. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what the divine masculine gets on this. Well, actually, no, they're telling me to use another deck for divine guidance. So we're going to use this deck just for just the viewers. Okay, we're going to pull one card for the viewers. What do you want the viewers to know, please? And then we're going to pull another deck for guidance. Okay, this is a heart-shaped deck, so hard to... Okay. All right. Oh, we got two messages after all. Okay. So here's the guidance. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. Okay, so we got this. So that makes sense, right? Because this came out reverse. So that's what I was getting, right? So I was getting that a lot of you are doing that now. You're getting to know yourself, because you're like, who are you anyway? Like, who in the world are you? So it's like, you're like, I need to get to know myself first before I can get into this relationship, as this is a relationship with my soul. If you watched all my videos, you already know this. And the prize is me, like getting to know me, like that's the prize, like nurturing myself and being in this loving relationship with myself, my soul, humanity, feeling all one with everyone. No such thing as separation, right? And so this guidance is, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. Okay, and then the other one, the other message that was stuck to it was be aware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Right. So that's huge, right? Whatever you're projecting, whatever you feel like they have, because that's for all relationships, right? You long for someone because it's something that you feel is lacking in you. So if you feel like something about really figure out, like, what do I like about that person? Why am I attracted to that person? Oh, well, I like it that they do this or they're like that. For me, it was always like, well, they're very type B. So I said, it really balances me out because I'm a very type A person. So whenever I would meet someone that was type B, I'd say, oh, I really like this about about this person, and it balances me out, and I'm really attracted by that quality. So I said, well, I could become type B. I said, I have to cultivate practices. I have to do my best to, make it a daily practice and make it a habit. So I started, doing things like Tai Chi or certain things that would calm me, that would, I do meditations now, and everything I could do to become more type B. And so that's what this is saying. And then you project this quality, on yourself. Okay. And then also same for what you don't like about another person. Let's say you point to that person and say, well, I don't like this about you. Well, it's probably something inside of us. It's something inside of us that's being projected back to us that we're unconscious of, that we need to heal, or that we need to change, or it's something about us that we didn't even realize that's being mirrored back to us. And we're like, oh, I didn't even know I was like that. So like, if there's something that you really don't like in someone else, it's probably because it's in you. And so that is what they're saying, is that whatever you're projecting, you have it already, whether you like it or not. So that was beautiful guidance. Okay. So that was for viewers. And now I was going to ask for guidance for the divine masculine first. And you have some guidance for the divine masculine, please. One card, please, for the Divine Masculine. So the Divine Masculine, we have perspective. Okay, and so that makes sense, right? Because we got this Page of Swords, which is reversed. It says gaining clarity, right? Because like I said, this is like the Page of Swords, that this is when you gain clarity. It's mental clarity. It's reversed. So for the Divine Masculine side, gaining clarity, seeing other side, consideration, impression versus fact, taking responsibility for your life. Okay, so it's like you really need to have a different perspective on what's going on. That's hard for everyone, right? When you don't agree, or if you look at the other person, or somebody, you feel like hurt you, or you need to understand why you broke up, or like putting yourself in their shoes and really understanding their side. Okay, so that's for the Divine Masculine. Let's look at the Divine Feminine. Let's get, and of course, we're all the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, so feel free to take guidance for both sides. Can I have a card for the Divine Feminine, please? One card. Guidance for the Divine Feminine. Okay, and this is, it's specificity, being specific. Specificity matters, sorry. The universe can only give you what you ask for. Narrow it down. Be as specific as feels good. Then, of course, another tip is to feel into it. So as you specify what you want, also like let it go, right? Don't like hold on to it too tightly. Otherwise, they can't do anything. They can't fix stuff in the background, right? They can't move stuff around. If you make it where you hold on too tightly, it might look a little different, but they always say it's better. But anyway, so when you ask for the universe on what you want, feel into it, feel like it's already here, because spirit doesn't understand past or future, because the future didn't happen yet, and there is no such thing as past. Everything's happening now, so you have to feel into it as if it's happening now. You don't want to put out waves of I want. You want to put out waves of I already have, and then that is what you manifest. All right, let's get a couple of messages from your twin flame. What does your twin flame want you to know today? 2 cards. We're going to pull 2 cards. What does your twin flame want you to know? 2 cards. 2 cards. What does your twin flame want you to know? This also can show you where you're at, because it's a projection. So a lot of times, and just know what you're thinking, they're thinking, because it's a giant mirror. Okay. Okay. Yep. Like I said, it's sometimes just a giant mirror. It says maybe we're just too different. Oh my God. I think I had this card before too. Not too long ago. It says, and I can't handle your words right now. So if you're thinking this, if you're thinking that maybe we're just too different, they're thinking this. And if you're thinking, gosh, I can't handle your words right now, they're thinking that. It's a complete mirror. What you're thinking, they're thinking. If you're thinking they're the one and you want commitment, and you don't go out, you stick to that, you do not stop thinking that. And then if like a week later you're like, oh yeah, it's never going to happen. Well, then just know the same thing's happening on the other side. If you're flip-flopping, they're flip-flopping. They'll start doubting when you start doubting. But when you're like, I know this is it, this is the one, this is how it's going to be, I'm positive of it, then they're going to start thinking the same thing. But I can only read a timeline. So the timeline we're on now, and this could be easily changed. I heard a story today about someone saying that they felt like they jinxed themselves because they thought this or they said that. That doesn't matter. You can switch timelines. Just because you said something or thought something, that doesn't matter. Things can be changed very easily. Your timelines can be switched based on your vibration, your frequency. We're not on one timeline here. We're multidimensional beings, okay? So just know that. So if you felt like you've been thinking negatively or sending negative thoughts, that's okay. As the divine feminine, we're supposed to do that. We're supposed to dive into the shadows. That's how we learn, and that's how we grow, and that's how we get to a higher dimension. Okay? That is not a forever thing. Okay? That is not like, oh, I jinxed myself and now I'm doomed forever. No, that's not how this works. Okay? All right? And so in this case, both of you might be thinking maybe we're just too different, or I can't handle your words right now for whatever reason. Okay? Or if you're not thinking about this way with your divine masculine, then it could just be something kind of an imbalance. Like I like to show this chart, like a little bit of an imbalance where maybe they're feeling a bit fearful or withdrawn because maybe you're feeling a bit fearful of being alone or being a little codependent on this relationship, maybe a little needy, or maybe you're feeling like the martyr. So that would put your own divine masculine side out of balance because it is you on another body, but it just you affect each other with how you're feeling. I do coach on this. If you're interested in a coaching, this is my specialty. You can email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. Otherwise, thank you so much for all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate you. And again, you can email me for a 10-minute free reading as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.